What's up, gamers? Enforcer 5150 here, and I just want to bring up that if you're looking for a co-op game that you can play with just about anyone, then this game may be for you. It Takes Two might be one of the best co-op centric games that I have played in my time of gaming, and I'm getting pretty old. I've tried a lot of them, and it is really on par. The game is co-op only, meaning you can't, just blast through this in, single player through the campaign and just get the story out of it or anything like that. You must have another player to play the game. Each part of the game requires a person to do one thing, and then another person has to do something else in the event to get further in the challenges that the game has for you. My wife and I completed the game in just under 15 hours of just standard, casual playing, taking some time to enjoy the scenery and some of the mini games that they have in here. If you rush through this game, you could probably complete it in about 10 hours, I'm pretty sure. Many co-op games you may not want to play with family members or anything like that, but this game is definitely suited for just about anyone. It's pretty family friendly. However, there are some scenes that may be a little bit too mature for some small children, so you might want to check out the common sense rating information. Right now it says about 14 years or plus, or kids say 11 plus. So check out the common sense rating if you're wanting to play this with your kids. But anyway, you play this as May and Cody, two parents that are going through a rough divorce, and their daughter is kind of stuck in the middle of it, having a hard time dealing with the change of everything.
Mum and Dad, we've decided to go our separate ways.
Okay.
So the story starts out a bit sad here, but that's not until they ended up running into this guy.
Dr. Haki, worldwide bestseller and an expert on love.
An extremely colorful character that plays the Book of Love, that is there to basically help them get through the challenges of their divorce and find what they have been missing in their relationship. Now, what makes It Takes Two unique in the amount of cooperation that's required and the types of things that you kind of need to do to get to the next challenge. Each chapter in this game has you and your partner using all sorts of different tools to complete new tasks, and if you don't work together, you may have some difficulties.
You want to try aiming?
What I really like with this game is that it takes you on different styles of gameplay, from top-down, MOBA, side-scrollers, or your default third-person view. Not many of the challenges are too difficult, but it still gives you and your game companion a sense of accomplishment at each completion of the chapters that you have. Solving the challenges are fun, and it's easy to get sidetracked in the amazing beauty of the miniature world. But if you happen to want a break in the main quest, there's plenty of mini games along the way that can be addictive, as long as your partner is okay with, doing something more competitive. Considering that this game's main appeal is that it's a cooperative game, you don't really go against each other. But in these mini games, you're definitely going against each other, and you have different, the highest score wins each one. When I did this with my wife, it's kind of, once one of us won, we just decided to move on, or else it might get a little bit nasty. Anyway, at the end of each chapter, there is a boss fight that usually takes form of something that's in the environment. Like the first boss is a vacuum cleaner, and then you have to do different things to, get out of the way while one person goes ahead and shoots something at it. So you have to really work together in each one of these fights, which makes it really interesting when you get to some of the higher end ones and you start going through more complex boss fights, because the boss fights in themselves have a little bit of a puzzle to it as well. So be very prepared to work with your partner even when it's a boss fight, because you can't just go ahead and shoot it or hack at it. There's no sword and board just hitting your opponent on this one. But that's definitely what makes this game so interesting and so fun to play. You're working with your gaming partner, and you're taking on these challenges and fighting these bosses, and the story itself is really good. It's a little bit heartfelt and stuff like that, and it's just a very beautifully designed game. The The graphics design in this was definitely, well thought out. Everything is miniature. You're kind of playing as, these two small characters with everything that is just gigantic. So it's kind of a, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in reverse, where the parents end up getting. I think that was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids too. I can't remember. It's so long ago. But yeah, that is definitely the appeal to this game. We had a lot of fun with this game, and if you've seen anything on our channel, you see with myself and my wife, playing. We play a variety of different genres, and this was something that we could just sit back, relax, do something, just some couch co-op with our controllers. And that's one of the good things. You can use a keyboard and mouse, or someone can use a keyboard and mouse, someone can use, a controller, or, someone can be on LAN, or you can have someone that's online and you can play with them as well. So it has everything you need for something that is co-op with pretty much anybody you would like to. While this is not a high action game, it does have a lot of high paced parts to it. There's moments in the boss fights that, it'll keep you entertained, and it'll really, test your quick reflexes in a few parts. When you're riding on these rails, you're like really going pretty fast, and you kind of got to think of, where you're going. You could, end up falling off, you die, and then you have to, start over. But it's not something that's made, to make it too challenging or too hard to get through, each one of the levels. It makes it so that you can, do this with, like someone that's 14, or, someone that that doesn't play video games that much, and it's still fun. I absolutely recommend this game for anyone that has a gaming partner and are looking for a co-op game with a good story, fun gameplay, especially if you have a wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend that normally doesn't even play games that much. It has a little bit of a childish feel to it that can appeal to most people. It's definitely an exciting experience and a good opportunity to spend some quality time with a significant other, or even just a friend. So let me know what you think of this game, if you like it, or if you have been thinking about buying it. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching this video. Make sure you hit that like button and definitely subscribe if you're new to the channel. You all take care and happy gaming.